starts now.
Good evening, I'm Lauren Culver.
And I'm Nicholas Clark. Thank you for watching KX News. The state's second ever carbon dioxide pipeline was the topic of a nearly 4-hour public hearing in Bowman today.
The North Dakota Public Service Commission heard testimony from Denbury Resources, the Texas-based company that would be responsible for the creation and maintenance of the pipeline.
Renee Cooper sat through the meeting today. She tells us if the public is on board with the proposal in tonight's top story.
The plan is to transfer CO2 from Fallon, Montana to oil production facilities in Bowman through a 17.77-mile pipeline that would also pass through Slope County, North Dakota.
Before the Bakken, we were the #1 producer of oil in the state of North Dakota. And that's why some of the concerns about the pipeline is the reclamation on it.
The Bowman County Commission approved the project long before today's meeting.
We haven't had any opposition to it at all.
Commission Chair Lynn Brackle says it'll be good for the county to put legacy wells in the area back to use.
It's a very big deal because our production has been dropping because our oil wells are starting to show some age.
Now it's up to the 3-person Public Service Commission to make the final decision. Their biggest concern, the environmental impact a CO2 pipeline could have on the land and on the people who own the land.
There's 210, I think, or so leaks listed on here, a large number of them.
It's nothing like a liquids natural gas line or a oil line would immediately vaporize, and the exposure to CO2 is asphyxiation, loss of oxygen.
But Denbury was able to outline a full-scale emergency response plan for potential leaks.
We talk with all the members of the public that we route through or nearby, and we want to make sure they understand the safety requirements of the line and make sure they have the phone numbers to call if there was an issue, a problem.
After everything was on the table, all of the public comment was in favor of the pipeline. There weren't a lot of landowners in this group. Instead, city officials and union groups pushing for Denbury to hire locals to work on the pipeline.
We have tracked dozens and dozens of pipeline projects throughout the state, and there are many where we have shoddy contractors that are coming in and just walking away from landowners. We know there is a good local trained workforce.
Ultimately, the decision was not made today. The Public Service Commission will meet again before making the final call. Commissioner Randy Chrisman says that's still a few weeks out. Reporting for KX News in Bowman, Renee Cooper.
That PSC meeting will be available for the public to listen in on online. If it's approved, Denbury plans to begin construction of the pipeline in July and finish up in November.
11 days after